Seanic, I think you're a few days too early to be whistling that song. No, it's never too early to be whistling any kind of song. It's the middle of September and it's the start of the fall season, and you whistle a song called Wake Me Up When September Ends. So, October is only a few days away, so I thought I kicked off the fall season by choosing a song to whistle while admiring the fall foliage around us. Can't argue with that. No, you cannot. Let me tell you right now, Sonic, I'm glad fall is here, because I would imagine that 2025 hasn't been a kind year to any of us. No, it has not. I've always found spring and summer to be kind of hectic. Hardly ever do I find it time to kick back and relax between working on experiments in my lab, or spending time with you, or cosplaying as Shazam. But fall is where we get the best stuff. Pumpkin spice lattes, picking apples, apple cider, Oktoberfest, not sweating like crazy when you wear a bathrobe for longer than 2 hours, cooler weather, and not to mention the color of the leaves. And then there's the hassle of raking leaves. We can all agree that it's the only thing about fall that nobody likes. Unless your name is Silver.
Silver, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
What does it look like, Shadow? I'm helping out with the leaves in the yard.
When I say help out with the leaves in the yard, I mean use a rake. Not your fucking psychokinesis abilities to make you look like Pocahontas.
I like using my abilities for stuff like this. It's easier than picking up a rake and spending hours creating huge piles of leaves and dragging them into the woods, only for the process to repeat ad infinitum. And Shadow, what did I say about poking fun at my powers?
Hi there, Bob Iger. My name is Silver the Hedgehog. This is my audition tape for the live-action remake of Disney's Pocahontas. Since I'm a crappy singer in real life, and I'm most likely going to be auto-tuned if I do end up getting the part, I'm just going to display my colors of the wind with these fall leaves in Shadow the Hedgehog's yard.
Fuck off, Shadow! I bet Shadow and Silver are finally putting their differences aside to make way for the season of abundance. I highly doubt that, because Shadow and Silver always find the littlest things to bicker and argue about. But not us. I wish Charles and Gemma could see this place. Didn't we meet them when they were visiting from the place beyond death? Yeah, but I mean when they were still alive. They definitely approved of my lab and all my inventions. Sometimes I feel a little melancholy when I look outside a window in the fall because spending time with Charles and Gemma in the fall was the absolute best. My foster parents sometimes hosting gatherings in the neighborhood with their co-workers at Feature Tech. Gemma making the best apple and pumpkin pies for dessert when I came home on weekends. Us at the apple orchard and me climbing onto Gemma's shoulders to reach the apple that was all the way at the top of the tree. Keep in mind, I still had braces at the time, and I couldn't really bite into any of the apples. Wasn't one of your early inventions something that made it easier for kids with braces to eat food? Yeah, the Brace Bite 3000. You spray it on your braces so they don't get damaged. Unfortunately, it wears off after 2 hours. I was just about to ask. But nowadays, when I think of fall, I think of the best times. Focus on the little things in life. The pumpkin spice lattes, finding an excuse to wear your bathrobe for longer than 2 hours, and just enjoy the cooler weather. That's what they often told me when I was having a hard time attending college when Scourge was bullying me. Is there a particular song that reminds you of them? What do you mean? From my own experiences saving the world and kicking back and relaxing, I've learned that music can bring you back to simpler times. A song that would save your life if you were trapped in the Upside Down as Vecna is about to kill you. Sonic, there's people out there who aren't fully caught up with Stranger Things yet. Hi, says Howie. I have a few songs that make me think of Charles and Gemma and the fall season. Well, for Gemma, it's You Only Live Twice by Nancy Sinatra. She sang that to me whenever I had nightmares about my own death. You did mention that one. Any other songs? Well, I know they weren't big fans of rock music and metal, and they changed the station whenever Metallica, Black Sabbath, AC/DC, or Led Zeppelin came on. But they did like the Beatles, Queen, and David Bowie. They were mostly into the music of the 50s and the 60s. So you and Peter Quill have similar tastes in music. You can say that. Charles saw science in a lot of things outside of his lab and at Future Tech. This included not only cooking, but music as well. He said a song is a collection of atoms and molecules dancing in the air to create a pleasant melody. That's the very definition of music. He was no musician, but he could see the science in it. He saw science in everything, even simple things like cooking a meal or writing a book. Not every form of science they teach in school has to be difficult like cellular biology or chemistry or whatever Eggman does in his spare time. Everything I know about science, I learned from Tales, and you of course. You asked if there was a song that reminded me of fall and of Charles and Gemma. I did mention You Only Live Twice by Nancy Sinatra, but there is another one. And what's that, Seanic? Dream, 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 dream. Dream, dream, dream when I want you. in my arms when I want you, and all your charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. Dream, dream, dream when I feel blue in the night, and I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, 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 dream. Is that All I Have to Do is Dream by the Everly Brothers? Yeah, I don't know why, but when I hear it, it brings back memories of the fall season growing up with Charles and Gemma. It was one of the songs that would play at the neighborhood gatherings. That's what music does. It reaches a part of your brain that words can't, just like Stranger Things. I don't need to ask your favorite song because you've got so many. Live and learn this, and this possibility that, and a lot of the licensed songs that were featured in the Sonic movies. Vecna won't stand a chance against me. Sonic, you're doing it again! You're spoiling Stranger Things for those who haven't caught up yet! You heard nothing, I swear! Good Christmas, Sonic! But it's good that you're keeping the spirit of Charles and Gemma alive through music and enjoying the fall weather. Yeah, it's better than staying inside and moping. Which is what nobody wants to do. Now come on, Sonic, let's head inside. It's getting a little dark out. Good idea. Thanks, Charles, for allowing me to see the shines in the little things in life, like cooking and music. And thank you for helping me become the hedgehog I was destined to become. I know these past few months haven't been easy, but we'll get through this. I know we will.
Dream, 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 dream. Dream, dream, dream when I want you. In my arms when I want you. And all your charms whenever I want you. All I have to do